everyone, it's Jill Celeste from the Celestial Marketing Academy, where I teach entrepreneurs all they need to know about marketing so they can become the director of marketing for their business. Today, let's talk about those old blog posts. Chances are, if you've been blogging for a while, you have an archive of old blog posts just sort of sitting on your website. And I want to encourage you to think about how you can repurpose and or recycle those blog posts so you always have new stuff coming into your content marketing mix. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 ways you can recycle and or repurpose those blog posts and just kind of get those creative juices flowing for you. So my first tip is simple. How can you repurpose your existing blog posts? There's a gazillion ways to do this. You can look at some of your blog posts and see if there's some similar themes. You could pull them together and create an ebook or a video out of them. Another thing that I do is I take my blog posts and they become this script to webinars that I present. I actually create the slides and in PowerPoint in the notes section, copy and paste right out of my blog post right into that content. That helps me always stay on message and I don't have to rewrite it because I already have it in a blog post. So think about how you can take that blog post and do something different with it to create a new content piece. Don't waste your blog post because this is a great way to extend your content marketing. The second tip I have for you is to add a new graphic to your blog post. Now this is an especially important strategy if you're a Pinterest user. So if you are publishing a blog post and you're putting a blog header or some type of blog title graphic in there, more than likely you're pinning that to your Pinterest boards, as you should. But what you can also do after some time is create a new graphic. Now don't get rid of the old one, that one's fine, but you want to upload this new graphic to your blog post and then pin that graphic. That just gets a fresh graphic in your Pinterest feed. You know, it could be a quote that you pull from that article or some type of inspirational saying or anything that sort of complements that blog post, and that'll help you get more traffic from Pinterest back to that blog post. So that's my second tip. My third tip is to take those blog posts and look them over and see if there's a press release opportunity in there. A lot of entrepreneurs miss out on the press release bandwagon, and I want to encourage you to really think about how press releases can help you get some marketing for your business. Press releases are great to post on your website. You can submit them to free PR directories such as prlog.com. You could share them on Twitter with journalists, but how can you use your blog posts? So you're not constantly having to write new content. How can you take a blog post or two and make it into a press release? Maybe you have a new product or service you're offering. Go back to an old blog post to maybe pull some facts or some paragraphs that'll help strengthen that press release even more. So don't forget press releases, a great form of original content and an easy transition from a blog post to a press release. My fourth tip is for you to always repost your old blog posts on social media. A mistake a lot of entrepreneurs make is they write that blog post, they put it up on their website, they promote it that day to their social media channels, and then they stop. No, don't do that. You can always be promoting your blog posts through social media. If you look at my Twitter feed, every day except for Sunday, I take a day off on Twitter on Sunday, I have tweets to evergreen content sitting in my blogs. Some of my blog posts that I promote on Twitter are years old, but the content is still relevant and people still get information from it. I also post older blog posts to a Google Plus account, to my Facebook page, whatever I need to do to kind of get that back on the radar of my social media fans and followers. Don't be afraid that they're gonna be like, oh, I saw this already, because chances are they haven't. And secondly, you know, maybe that you have new fans in there who never were around the first time you posted it. So don't hesitate to use social media to constantly promote your older blog posts. And finally, tip number 5, this one's a little different. How can you rewrite or reuse your blog post for articles? So there's this thing out there called article directories, and these are often free or low-cost directories where people like you, entrepreneurs and experts, submit articles. And these are heavily indexed by Google. It's a great way to sort of extend the reach of your written content. So how can you take a blog post and submit that into an article directory? I'm old school. I know a lot of people just do a simple copy and paste and they throw it in the article directories and they do fine, but I really think you can still kind of retweet, so retool that blog post just a little so that you have newer content going into the articles. But check that out. It's a great way to get some SEO exposure. Make sure you have a call to action at the bottom of your articles so that people can learn more about you, how to get your free gift, and how they can work with you. So I hope these 5 tips helped you kind of get those creative juices flowing on how you can repurpose and recycle your old blog posts. Just don't let them sit out there dormant. You can definitely use them to continue with your marketing. And if you need additional marketing assistance, head on over to my website at jillceleste.com. And until next time, here's to your marketing success, and have a great day.